Okay, welcome to my channel, Jammer68. This is my first time playing Medieval Dynasty, so I wanted to find out. I'm setting up the game. Okay. Not a bad way to see how this goes.
I used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
Okay. So let's see how this goes. I don't know any of the key binds on this, other than possibly walking towards punch, right click. As I understand this from the games I have been playing, some of the YouTubers I've been watching, there is a, if you die in this without having an heir, the game's over, but if you have an heir and you die, I guess you survive. You just take over the heir, I'm not sure. Let's see, tab is knowledge, okay, journal. Talk to custodian. Okay. understand it, there's quite a bit of stuff you can collect, like KEs collect, that's good. I press E instead of R. Stranger will bring you to our valley. You don't look like a merchant or pilgrim. No, I'm not. That's is my name. Came from south and from Uncle Jordan. I think I'll go with one. And his old home, they called him Jordan the Craftsman. Jordan. Ah, yes, he told me once about his life on the river. Came to the right place, but a few years too late, I'm afraid. Why, what's happened to my uncle? He was a great man and even better friend, Rasimir. As a good craftsman and an excellent trader, he made a small fortune here. See the tavern over there? He built it and ran it, as well as many other shops you will find in the valley. He got wealthy in the north. I had no idea how wealthy, but that doesn't answer my question. Your uncle got himself killed, my friend. He had this idea of a huge trade with the German kingdom in the west. 5 carts filled with the best iron ore, beautiful colored linen, and excellent beer. Pulled by 10 oxen. He was not fooling around, I can tell you that much. So what happened? How did he die? His trek got ambushed by bandits. Carter slaughtered. He must have put up a good fight. Took 2 of them to death. From what we saw when we searched for him, I buried him myself, or better, what the wolves left behind. I'm sorry to be the bearer of such news. My uncle's dead. His wealth is gone. I came all this way for nothing. Don't say that. I wouldn't let a nephew of Jordan go to waste. And even if most villagers forget fast what they owe your uncle, I have no intention to join them here. I am Castellan, my word still carries weight, so tell me, could you build your own fortune? I can craft some tools, I can collect my necessities from the wilderness. I know how to count and to barter. That's good enough. I may not have goods or gold to offer, but you can have as much land here as you want. Not sold, but granted to you for life. Build a house, grow vegetables, keep some livestock, and follow your uncle's dream. Are you serious? My own land, as much as I want? As much as you put to good use, my boy, and as long as you can pay your taxes. I understand. Do you have any advice for me to start with? You can cut down trees to build your house. Reeds grow by the river. It will work well for a roof. Do you have some food with you? Not much. If necessary, you will find several vendors in our village. If you don't have any money for food, you can always look for mushrooms in the forest or brown arrows. Maybe I can earn some coins somehow. Sure, you can talk to people here or in other villages. Maybe someone will pay you for your help. Thanks so much for the advice. It's time for me to find the right place. I see, I have something special for you. This is a hammer your uncle used to build the house in which he grew old. What better tool can you use to build your first home here? Thank you very much. See you next time. Okay, tab accesses that. Q is a construction wheel. Okay. Left alt is to access inspection mode. Inspection mode lets you see the villagers are in the area around you, as well as your items on the ground like spears. You can also see the stats of NPCs you are able to recruit. The inspection mode uses stamina with talents. You can upgrade it as well. Apparently she don't have any skills. Okay. Show me your wares. F to sell. Okay, I need to keep my food and everything else, so that gave me a little bit of gold. I think I'll steal a bucket of water. Not in daylight anyway. What do I want to set up? This looks like a good farm area, but it's a long way from these towns. Maybe right here. Hmm. I don't see any stones. I need that for a stone axe. Water is an essential parameter for life. Without it, the HP drops. To replenish it, just drink water from a stream, river, or lake. Water can also be carried in a bucket or water skin. Okay. So, my water's at half. I need to find some water before too much longer. Can you help me solve a problem? Recent star population became a threat to the balance of this area. Can you get rid of them? Stone, I need 2 stone. Where the hell do you find stone at? Ah, yeah. As I understand it, that gives you healing ability. It heals you. And it's, I need to head for water. And I'm looking for stones as I go because there should be some laying around on the ground. At least somewhere. There we go. Bit hard to see, ain't it? Where's the craft? Hello, Blue Dragon. I'm doing alright. I just got this game and starting it now. Trying to keep an eye on chat while I'm doing it. But I kind of get one-tracked on it. Not exactly sure. Everything I'm doing on it. I had watched a video or two about it, but they kind of told you what you need to do, but they didn't tell you the keys and everything else, so I'm trying to learn as I go. I'm trying to find me a place right now to set up shop. I was thinking about maybe right in this area, or there's a crossroads here. I might set up down here. You ever played this one? I have about 25 minutes in it so far, so you got plenty more than me. Any advice to offer? pull my mic in a little bit more, but if I bring it in too much, it starts picking up my breathing, and you hear heavy breathing, and I didn't want that. Is that better? F5. What we got on F5? Oh, quick save. Okay. Alright. Oh, great. I'm overburdened. Alright, how's that? Better? Why won't I move? Okay, this house won't deploy. And apparently I must be way overburdened because I can't seem to move. I wonder if I can drop some of these logs. Alright, now let's see if I can build a house somewhere. Not enough logs. Great, I should have. Okay, so I'm not far enough off the road. Will the house even fit in there? Do I guess I gotta go on down a ways. Maybe in here. I'm still getting used to the key binding. I play a lot of other games, and the key binding is different. Well, yeah, I'm playing on, I don't use a controller, I'm just keyboard and mouse. There we go. I need resources now. I don't have a torch either. I threw some logs down over here I can go back and pick up. Overburdened again. I kind of want to be on the riverside in this central, less central location. My stamina go on food. Okay, how do you eat that? There we go. I think. Oh, what I need, log. Hold up key and a W key at the same time. Wow. Overweight. Okay. Okay, I need some logs, a couple logs. I have yet to even It is getting dark. Too dark to see. And I haven't made a torch. What does it take to make a torch? Okay, how do you put the torch in? Equipment. Okay. There we go. I'm getting it figured out. I'm out of straw. Great. Why won't it let me? Why won't it let me collect any reeds? Are they not ready? Yes, cattail, I guess. Wrong type. Or at least that's what it looks like. Okay, I need to eat something apparently. Why is my food not going up? Or is it just my food is so low that it's going crazy like that? I need to find some mushrooms, I guess. A lot of them. Yes, I do know that you can eat mushrooms. If you can find them. Ah, there we go. I keep hitting the wrong button because the key bindings are different. I didn't want to use all my dried meat and stuff. I'm hoping it lasts longer than some of this other stuff. I guess I need to Wow, this forest got a lot of wood laying around, just laying around. I didn't realize how much you actually have to eat, that the food value was so low on this. Okay. That'll help for a little while. Now I need to get back to the reeds. I need a straw, but hey, there we go. I keep hearing something walking around, but I guess it's me turning. Great. See if I got enough to make a torch again. I'm used to being an interactive one to collect stuff and things like that, but okay, time to head back to the house and hopefully finish building it. Oh, just a stick. Looks like something like that would be something useful. Isn't there an indicator of where your house is? Sheesh. Welcome back. Gotten a bunch of reeds, so I'm trying to find my house again because there ain't no indicator anywhere. I don't know why. Anyway, get back to my house, finish building it hopefully. Oh yeah, I was on the other side of that bridge. A little ways. That's the same bridge. Yeah. Or she blows. Looks like my hammer is just about knocked out. And there it went. I need a log. I got enough sticks, but I need a log. In some ways, this seems to be similar to Space Engineers, which I played a bit. I mean, Medieval Engineers, which I've had for a while and played a bit of. But the building's not as design specific, where you have to actually design what you're building in it. One, two, probably 3 logs. Thinking about getting Subsistence, which is another similar game to this in a way. I'm not sure I want to get it yet. Oh, have you played that one? It's available on Steam, and it's kind of like this is, from what I've read of it, and I have seen a video or two of it. You're basically a hunter out in the woods. There's other hunters that will come out. I think you're trying to survive out there just on your instincts and hunting and stuff like that. There's bears, all kinds of creatures that are considered deadly. And you also have rival hunters that will be in the area that can show up, and if they see you, they'll hunt you. NPCs, of course. It's kind of a cross between more modern day, similar to this, but kind of got a Rust type element into it. It's available in Steam. I don't know if it's still in alpha or not. I think it is. Hold on a second. Let me see. I can jump on my Steam right quick, like maybe. Okay, it's early access still yet on the Steam. Mostly positive. It's there's a link to it. The sound dies down when I go to my second screen because I don't know. Yeah, I'm playing on two. I do have two monitors up. Okay, I'm overburdened already, and I need some water. Back into town to sell some stuff. But I need to eat first. And I'm coming up on overburden. I better eat. If you like the game and my channel, just follow it and you see when I'm online next time, because I'm fixing to call it quits because, well, like you, have to go to the bathroom now and it's time for me to take a break. It's been nice chatting with you there, Blue Dragon. Feel free to follow me, and I'll catch you next time I'm online.